Strengthen your body, strengthen your mind, strengthen your spirit, strengthen your soul so that you can protect the ones you love. It all begins with what you do with your body and um, what you also put into your body. So avoid processed foods. I know that's really tough, especially in today's economy, but if you can find a way out to not fall under the traps of, eating ramen, um, eating Chef Boyardee's and all that stuff. I never had Chef Boyardee's and all, so I wouldn't know what it's like. But eating eating spam and all that stuff, eventually it just takes a toll on you. It takes, it shaves some years off your life if you eat it in excess and almost every day. So those are some things that you want to avoid. Bacon, it's just processed meat and fat and all that stuff. As good as it is, it's not it's not really that good. Good in terms of your health, it's not that good. And people think they gotta do, like, they gotta lift weights, they gotta bench 225, they gotta do all sorts of stuff. I don't bench that much. Honestly, I don't bench at all. I don't go to the gym. I just focus on doing calisthenics. Uh, Very rarely do I go to the gym to lift weights and all that stuff. I did I did that last week, but I'm not very consistent with it. So I choose to do stuff that I'm more consistent with. So yeah, don't do nothing crazy. We all got different experiences. We all got different bodies. We all have, uh, limitations and all that stuff. So some people, as much as they would love to run and walk and all that stuff, they could only do so much. And like, think about uh, people who have lost legs, people who are in wheelchairs, people that um, are handicapped, and all. Uh, what should a person in a wheelchair do? Well, they still have the rest of their body. They could still go get therapy and all, so they could help themselves. Prolong their lives and their health and all that. Uh, if you have like a heart condition, just walk. Bare minimum, walk 45 minutes to an hour. And that's what I do sometimes. Sometimes I don't even work out at all. I just walk and walk for like 1 hour to 3 hours, and uh, call it a day in terms of my exercise and all that stuff. Movement is very important. You don't want to be standing for too long, and you also don't want to be sitting for too long. So I find every excuse in the book to get up off my ass when I'm at work. And yeah, since I sit at home all day, otherwise I'd just be sitting all the time. And the rest should come naturally, like exercise, and my martial arts training is good for the soul. So I shouldn't stop, because otherwise I'm not giving the soul what it needs. And I heard this very important. I watched a video about some guy who said it best. He said, "You can't fix the internal with the external. You gotta fix the internal from within." So if you're like a boxer, or if you're lifting heavy weights and all that stuff, and you expect that to fix your mental, it's not gonna do it. It could do it, yeah. It could do it, I would say, temporarily. But if you're running away from an issue, if you're running away from a problem, and you go to the gym every single day, that problem is still gonna be there, and it's not gonna go away. Like, what if you get into an accident? What if you like break a hand, snap a hamstring or something, squatting or deadlifting, and you have to recover, what do you do then? Like, you succumb to the problems that you have, and it might be bad while you're recovering. If you recover 2 to 3 months, um, take it easy, get some rest. That's important as well too. You just don't want to exercise all the time, and I've done that mistake of just not having enough rest. If I had rest when I needed it, I would have prolonged my longevity in in combat sports and all that stuff. But I chose to do things differently. I chose to really push myself, really challenge myself, and though um, it's a good feeling to challenge yourself. You got to think of the long term ramifications of your body and all that stuff. So if you do jujitsu, you know, take it easy. You know, it's okay to go hard every now and then, but um, strength training helps with your limbs after it's been put in an arm lock or something or a knee bar. Um, Strengthen those limbs, rest, give them a nice good stretch before and after working out. Stretch multiple times throughout the day. That's that sort of stuff. Ooh, where was I? Sorry, guys. I had to help my auntie, who's gonna make a dinner for us. So that's cool. She's such a good. Everyone in my family is a good cook except for me. I don't know how to cook for the shit of my life. I should really learn the recipes that they make. They make a good all types of soup. And then like Hispanic culture, we have a tendency to share and overshare a lot of things. Like we're so open about our problems. Like we don't keep secrets and all that stuff. Literally, uh, one of the upsides is that you could talk about anything and you won't be judged. Actually, I take that back. You could talk about anything and they'll sympathize and they'll empathize with you and they'd be like, shit, you know, that sucks, that sort of thing. So, in a way, every Hispanic person is like a therapist. The problem is that they often spread rumors or gossip or judge or whatever. But that goes for every culture. But in Hispanic culture, it's highlighted. Let's just say it's highlighted. So everyone gathers around the table and shares a big meal together. That stuff never goes away. It's like that every single day, not just Sundays. We gotta sit at the table, we gotta talk, we gotta eat, and all that stuff. And I love it, honestly. Did I used to hate it? No, I don't think there was ever a time where I hated it. But yeah, I feel like a deep connection and all that stuff. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. So yeah, it all starts with the body, and from there, the mental, the soul, and all of that. Exercising your brain should be treated just as important as exercising your body. Like, put away the phones for just brief moments in your life. And I know that's the hardest thing to do. You feel so attached to it, but if you um, do that, then that's good. I wish I could do that. I wish I was as capable of doing that as I was other things. And yeah, read a book. Do some crossword puzzles. I never done a crossword puzzle before. Like, I don't remember the last time I did that shit. But do some math problems. That's something I did. I was learning another language. I was learning Japanese, but that didn't go so well. I just know simple phrases like "Nihongo desu ne," and yeah, that's the only thing I can think of in the top of my head. I used to learn more, but it's been a while since I learned Japanese. So yeah, drawing, stuff like that, because then you realize what you're good at. Work with your hands if you can. Everyone chooses an easy job over a tough job, and I could see why, but a tough job is more exciting, like being an electrician, working in the trades, being a construction worker, and all that stuff. More exciting. And you take pride in building a building, you know, that's your hard labor. People do. People would be like, oh, what do you do for a living? And be like, you see that building right there? I built it with my hands. I had a foreman and I had a crew, but none of them matter because I was the one that contributed. So, yeah. And I know I made a video about what I think about philosophers, why you shouldn't become one. But study theories and philosophies and all sorts of scientific discoveries. Learn more about them. And there are things like that that you could apply to your life. Learn critical thinking, learn about people, definitely learn about psychology and all that stuff, how people operate, how people maneuver around in the world psychologically and personally. One thing I would say, beware of the stone wall. Beware of those that build stone walls. I'm trying to sound cryptic here. But yeah, if you know, you know. That's all I'm gonna say. So I'm getting a call right now from my pa. This is probably gonna be the last video I make in a while, so enjoy it while it lasts. Okay, bye guys.